There's some weather coming. How do I know? How do you know there's weather coming, Mrs. Tomlinson? Well, I know there's weather coming because I can look out the window and tell you there are some clouds blowing this direction. They're relatively dark and it might rain or snow depending on the temperature, right? If it's warm, above 32, then it'll rain. And if it's below 32 degrees Fahrenheit, then it will snow. Or like if it's 32, it might like be freezing rain or something like that. Something super exciting. Weather in Michigan. Super exciting. Okay, so today you're actually going to learn a lot, so I'm going to try and make this introduction as quick as possible and give you your instructions. So our first learning target is I understand that the jet stream is moving air high in the atmosphere that impacts local weather patterns. Here's what happens. The jet stream is actually a giant river, like a stream, jet stream, river, right? Giant river in the sky of air. And what it does is it carries our weather patterns from west to east. So if you look west from wherever you are, that's usually the weather that's coming to you, okay? So here's the definition of jet stream. It's a narrow band of fast-moving air near the top of the troposphere. It separates a mass of cold air in the north from warm air in the south. It is mostly due to the unequal heating and rotation of the Earth. I need to fix that in our lesson plan. So today I want you to, when you have a look at it, draw a diagram of the jet stream. Here's what the jet stream looks like. Here's cold air in the north. Look at, there's Michigan. And here's the jet stream. It's green. It's going that direction, west to east. And the warm air usually stays below it, right? So that's why these states are usually warmer than these states. And the jet stream moves up and down based on the rotation of the Earth and the winds and the high atmosphere. So you're also supposed to explain which direction it flows and how it affects weather systems in North America. Pretty sure we just covered that, but remember, the jet stream is like a river of air. It carries our weather from west to east in the North America, okay, in North America, from west to east. And what it does is it brings all that weather that direction, okay? Our next learning target today is actually kind of cool. And today you need to make sure that you complete some symbols. You see, I'm not perfect, right? And I used pen, and I did clearly have to like make some changes, right? But our learning target is I can recognize and interpret basic data symbols on a weather map. So I want you to draw a cold front, a warm front, cloudy skies, partly cloudy skies. So this would be partly cloudy. This is not partly sunny. Nobody says it's sunny. If it's sunny, there's no weather. There's no sky condition. Weather refers to the sky condition. So this is partly cloudy or halfway cloudy. Okay. Rain is symbolized by this or this. The dots. The more dots you have and the more close together the rain is, the heavier the rain. Snow, again, the more little snow symbols, the heavier the snow. Here's a hurricane symbol. It brings high, strong winds and strong storms. Wind direction. Wind is really indicated in the direction it comes from the direction of the arrow. So you want to pretend these are arrows and they're going towards the center circle or dot. That would be the city, okay? Wind speed are the number of barbs that indicate wind speed. A thunderstorm looks like this. A high pressure looks like this. It is blue. A low pressure looks like this. It is red. If you can add color, it will really help you. A giant F or 3 lines mean fog. So what you're going to do is you're going to complete this table. You're going to fill in the areas that are highlighted. Okay? This is the weather symbol. This is what it means. If you get stuck, of course you can find the answers in the learning targets. There's a really nice table that I worked really hard on that you'll be able to appreciate. All right. One more learning target today. I know, don't get excited. We're not doing like 4 more. We're just doing 1 more. Okay. This one is, I can recognize the tools that gather weather data. Our first term is wind vane. Say it with me. Wind vane. This is also called a weather vane. It's used to show the direction of the wind. And I'm going to ask you to draw a wind vane there. This is anemometer. I love how that feels on your mouth. Anemometer. Say it with me. Anemometer. And I'm going to have you draw an anemometer here. This is barometer. Say it with me. Barometer. A barometer is used to measure high and low air pressure. This is a rain gauge. Say it with me. Rain gauge. It measures the amount of rain, and you'll see that a rain gauge looks just like a graduated cylinder. Weather balloon. Say it with me. Weather balloon. Not a water balloon, a weather balloon. It's used to gather weather data high in the atmosphere. It's a giant, giant balloon, and then it carries like a little basket or a box of stuff to collect weather data while it's out and about. Let me show you something super cool. I'm going to go to weather maps really quick here and look at wind speed, because this is one of the trickiest things to look at. Wind speed, you always talk about where it comes from. So in Los Angeles, this arrow is going this way, right, towards Los Angeles. And the wind is coming from the west. So this wind direction for Los Angeles is a west wind. If I'm looking at how fast the wind is going, I want to look at these little barbs here. Those barbs, I want to match up with these barbs. It looks like this and this are the same, and so it's 23 to 32 kilometers per hour. Does that make sense? So let's look at San Francisco, and I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna ask you, what is the wind direction for San Francisco? Raise your hand if you think you know. It is a west wind. It is coming from the west. All right, so let's try the wind direction for Miami. Raise your hand if you think you know it. It is an east wind. That's right, it's coming from the east. All right, so always remember that the wind direction is where the wind is coming from. All right, another quick thing we need to cover here. So this would be a common weather map. And you see right here we have a cold front. You can see the side that the triangles are on. That is the direction that the weather is flowing. The cold front is flowing this direction, okay? It's going this direction. This cold front is going this direction, right? It's probably actually going in a circle, but this is the edge of the cold front. So what direction is the warm front going? Raise your hand if you think you know. If you said you think the warm front was going this direction, you are correct, because the bubbles are on this side of the line going that direction. All right, let's review really quick. Let's look at Oklahoma City, which is right here. What is this wind direction? Raise your hand if you think you know. This wind direction is coming from the west. And just a quick quiz, did you pay attention to the notebook page and the symbols? What is the sky condition or the weather condition in Oklahoma City? If you said partly cloudy, you are correct. All right, what's this right here? What's this weather condition going on right here? It's snow. If you guessed snow, you are correct. All right, so today you are going to do 3 notebook pages, right? And then you're going to look at some, you're going to watch a quick video about how to read weather maps. And then you are going to submit reading a weather map today. So you have a submission today. So you have 3 notebook pages, a couple videos, 1 site to help you with the different weather symbols, and then you have to submit reading a weather map. All right, have fun looking at these maps. They're actually pretty cool. And when you have to draw your diagrams, try and use some color, because it will really help. And coloring is fun.